Okay, so today we're coming down the driveway, and as we approach, you'll see to the side of the house we have some potatoes growing in sacks in chicken wire, totally free of the ground. That's going to make them a lot easier to harvest. Here are the remnants of the seedlings that never made it into the ground. They might get there if they grow big enough. The lilac bush. Now, as we come around toward the front, we start to see the garden. See if I can get back far enough to get the sunchoke in. First thing you see is the sunchoke. The second is the black hollyhocks. Hiding in between them, we have lots of calendula. And we have a couple of tomatoes that are still hugging the ground. We have some garlic chives, some thyme in full bloom, peas of course. And here's my little hidden valley here. We have carrots going to seed, and behind them we have a parsnip going to seed. And down here, looks like all we have is a bok choy that went to seed already. But there's potatoes in here that have been hilled, and hopefully they'll grow. I've got to clear some of this out so they get some sun. And then as we move further down, we have the oregano. And let's step back and take a look at all the oregano all the way down alongside the driveway. It smells like pizza when you mow. And then hiding in the front here, we have, this is the remains of the coreopsis. Most of it's been picked for dye baths. This is not an echinacea. This is supposed to be a Shasta daisy, but it looks an awful lot like echinacea. It's just bushier and has more flower heads. All right, then as we back up, we come around the front. And we have Santolina. We have some things that need to be weeded and trimmed. And so from the street, the garden, you see right there is winter savory. But the sunchoke and the hollyhocks don't look quite so intimidating from down here. Lots more coreopsis and calendula. Santolina on the bottom here. And we got a couple of little snapdragons and another calendula trying to make its way up. We have clover and borage. Now we're climbing the steps, headed toward the front door. And there's the front door. And we have a lot of little hidden surprises. We have dill here. Some are hiding in there in the tiny pot down there. We zoom in. Hiding down there, hopefully we'll get some Japanese chrysanthemums. We have potatoes. This whole area here is potatoes. And we're approaching the sunchoke, which is screening a lot of things. We ended up with a surprise. Down here, we had a eggplant reseed itself. And here we have potato onions. They've been kind of overshadowed by the skirret. I have 2 bushes of skirret here, and they got cut back yesterday, and we did a chop and drop. And then, let's see, who else do we have hiding in here? Behind the sunchoke, we have cucumber and an eggplant we got from the Kerns at the farmer's market. More peas. There's some rhubarb back there. And, here they are, hiding behind them. These are squash. Not sure which ones I put here, but I've got squash. They're looking pretty good. And then we're back to the path. And the driveway once again.